This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Putt Putt, a great place to putt and then putt again. It's Friday, March 31st, 2023. I'm Aaron, and this is Chris.
I'm holding back laughter.
I am also holding back laughter poorly. I was going to make a joke about you being my putterific podcast co-host.
Participant.
Alliteration. I could have won its categories. Yep. All right. Well, we'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. Well, I think let's get moving. It's Friday. People are probably excited for the weekend, so let's get them out of here. Let's start off with today's favorite segment, We'll Discuss. That's right. You made up the topics, and we'll have to discuss them. So let's get that wheel a-spinning. All right. Here we go. Wheel spinning time, and we're spinning and we're spinning. All right, Chris, this game is called The King's Decree. All right. And the host today, let's spin this, is me. All right, AP. Very cool. All right. Well, let's see if we can earn a discuss point from the computer today. All right. The King's Decree is a game where Chris will be my royal announcer. All right, so he's going to announce me to the kingdom. I'm going to walk out on the balcony, just like in all the movies, and talk to all my loyal subjects. And I'm going to declare a brand new law. So here we go. And after this segment, if you guys want to pause the show and play this in your car while you're driving somewhere, we'd encourage that. But all right, let's take it away.
Hear ye, hear ye. I introduce to you the King of Powersburg, King AP. He has a new royal law to enact.
Royal announcer.
Yeah?
Did you bring the fireworks?
The fireworks are behind me in this cart.
Wait, real quick.
Wait, why am I yelling? Sorry.
Do you have mayonnaise also for the sandwiches?
We've got the after party all situated, King. It's gonna be okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
And so, lend us your ears.
Chris, where's my phone? Do you have my phone?
The royal announcement will begin now. King, what do you got?
Well, I don't have my phone, but okay, I'll do my best. Loyal subjects, hello, it is I, Aaron, your beloved king. I hope you're enjoying all of the mayonnaise sandwiches we prepared for you. I know you are, Bill. I see you down there. Anyhow, I am here to declare a brand new law today. Who doesn't love new laws? Isn't that right, royal announcer?
Oh, well, laws are great.
Thank
Kingdom
you.
full of laws.
All right, off you go. All right, now, today's new law will be every single bicycle will be shrunken down to the size of a mouse, and you will be required to ride those every Saturday in honor of this new law. Hey, real quick, royal announcer, do we have a shrink way? Can we make that happen?
We're working on it in the lab right now. It may not be ready by Saturday, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. And it will begin next Saturday. Wait. And that is the end. Good job, King. We love you. We can't wait for those bikes. And good job, Royal Announcer. Let's get a round of applause for Chris. I think we both earned a discuss point on that one, buddy.
Oh, Aaron, I'm getting word from the studio. They have discontinued discuss points. They are now instituting conversation coins. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, horses, welcome to the most prestigious event in radio history. I'm your host, and tonight we're giving out the award for Best Radio Acting. And the award goes to King Aaron. You get 1 coin. Have a good day.
Ooh, yeah. On this day in 1889, the Eiffel Tower officially opens. I happen to know a podcaster who's been there. Yep, this was designed by master of metal construction Gustav Eiffel. And did you guys know this? This is cool. I didn't know this. The same guy that designed the tower also designed the framework for the Statue of Liberty, which was another French creation, right, Chris? Wasn't that a gift from the French to the United States?
Accurate.
Boom. All right. Well, Chris, let's have some fun real quick. After all, it is unofficially Fun Friday. Using only school supplies.
Wait. I have a kindergartner in school. Friday, it is officially Fun Friday. Every Friday for them.
Is it really?
Every Friday. Well, I say that now. I'm second guessing myself. I'm pretty sure every Friday is called Fun Friday.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
We could talk to her and see if this is an official news. But
all right. Well, you guys stay tuned while we get some listener feedback on Fun Friday or not. But in the meantime, Chris is going to describe the Eiffel Tower using only school supplies.
I'm imagining building the Eiffel Tower with school supplies. This is what you would start with. You would start with a 1,000 erasers that you've ground into sand. That's right.
Whoa.
Rubber,
amazing.
Pink erasers. And you would stick pencils and markers at an angle towards each other into the sand, and they would stay up. And you would tape other pencils above it into a towering structure that would rise above about a foot into the air at the table where you're working.
That is a great job, by the way. We did not rehearse this ahead of time. I put Chris on the spot with this random game. We did not, I specifically did not prep him for this. So good job, Chris. And if you have a way that you would like to build an Eiffel Tower, let us know. Somehow. Using the internet.
And that will do it for this day in history.
Well, this next segment is called the Question of the Day. And if you're new to this, we'll ask a question, encourage you to take a minute to answer, and we'll give you about 10 seconds to answer that question with those around you. Of course, as always, feel free to pause the show and come right back. Today's question is, if you could use anything to build a tower, what would it be and why? All right, here we go. Well, welcome back to the show. We hope you had a great discussion. I know we did. Chris, if you could build a tower out of anything, what would it be and why?
The answers I give on this show are the first thing that comes to my mind because it's ridiculous.
think that's a great way to go.
That's generally it, unless it's like something really thoughtful and serious.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the first thing that comes to my mind. It is going to be a tower of plushies. So those soft animal pillow stuffy animals that kids have that are usually kind of neon rainbow colored and have unicorn horns, even though they're a frog or something.
Yes.
Yes, I would just pile those up really big. Maybe use the unicorn horns to interlock to a degree, so it would be slightly rigid, but it's still going to be a thing that the purpose of it would be to run and jump into, like a huge ball pit of soft fluffiness.
Could you imagine skydiving? Like skydiving without a parachute onto a giant tower of pillows like that. Be terrifying. But it kind of sounds fun.
Gigantic. Yeah. What do you got?
We can't recommend that. All right. Well, so my first thing was sand. I was just thinking about a giant sand castle, but that's not practical. But you know what? We're not trying to be practical here. So yes, I think it'd be cool to have a gigantic sand castle, like 20 stories high. And of course, when it rains, it's completely gone, you know, but at least it was cool for a few minutes. So
there are ways to form sand into kind of rigid like bars. So you could you're not going all the way into like making construction materials, but you could figure it out with like beach things. If you were at the beach trying to make a Eiffel Tower with sand, I think you could, like with sunscreen and maybe I don't know, something
concrete.
This is what you would do. Those sugary kid drinks that you get from kids, like Capri Sun and whatnot.
Capri Suns, yes.
You mix it with some sand into like a small like form, because you always have at the beach. You have these sand castle plastic things that form
the little
castle parts,
little form fitting things for the sand.
So when the sand dries, it would be significantly more rigid if it had sugar inside of it.
Oh my gosh!
And then you can start stacking them like bricks. Then the ants would come.
And they would live in the tower. Wow, we provided a habitation. Good job,
It would be a
us.
school for ants.
What is this, a tower for ants? And this is the kind of stuff you get for free on Another Great Day podcast. You're welcome. All right, well, great talk, Chris. Let's check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Hey, Wes, interesting outfit today. You're looking good. Also, I got a question for you. What shape was the hole the hunter dug to catch the tiger?
Chris, Aaron, anything shaped like a trapezoid. Is there a cooler shape out there? Maybe the triangle. Do you know what the triangle said to this?
Circle.
You're pointless. Have another great day.
Well, Chris, I sure hope that circle recovers after that epic burn.
Yes, we all do. And remember, kids, triangles will often try to insult you from several different angles.
We'll be right back. It's Friday, March 31st, 2023. Welcome back to Another Great Day. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris, and we're so glad you're here. This part of our show is called The Word of Wisdom. This is where we take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our take. Here we go.
Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs chapter 21, verse 10. The NLT version of the Bible says, "Evil people desire evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them." The Amplified version of the Bible says, "The soul of the wicked desires evil, like an addictive substance. His neighbors find no compassion in his eyes."
Thanks, Chris. All right, listeners. So what is one thing you're obsessed with? Is it sports? Maybe video games? Coffee? Certain foods? Work? Well, maybe a better question is, what is something you spend most of your time thinking about? So, on that note, this proverb tells us that truly evil people desire evil kind of like that. They think about it all the time, almost like an addiction. And if you happen to be in their path, you will likely not find any compassion from them. So, unlike a kind neighbor, which is what we're called to be, who offers to help you when you're in trouble or remind you when you leave your garage door open, both things that neighbors have helped me with. Good job. Thank you, Dickie. The soul of the wicked won't lift a finger to help you, nor feel compassion if something bad happens to you. So I would say, Chris, to our listeners, watch your heart, people. In the words of Mad Eye Moody, constant vigilance.
So this verse makes me think of a different verse in the Bible. I'm going to read it here for you. We're going to stack verses on verses.
Ooh, verses on verses. Stacks
Bible
on stacks.
referencing the Bible.
Bible.
And this is Matthew 21, chapter 21, verses 19. "Don't store up treasures here on earth where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven where moths and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal." And here's where it connected for me. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be. So this reminded me of whatever you think is the most important, whatever you think about all the time, that's where your heart is. So try and think about the things of God and try to think about good things, good gifts from him.
Yes, choose joy. Well done, Chris. Well, that'll wrap things up for this week. Let's hit the music and call it a wrap. I'd like to give a big shout out to my co-host, Chris, for all the hard work he does in the background of this show. Thank you, Chris. You are an excellent co-host. I'd also like to thank all of you for listening and sharing this show with your friends, neighbors, and the postman. Our mission is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show may have come to an end, that does not mean your discussions have to come to an end.
Well, either way, we're glad you were here with us this week, and we hope you make it another
great
day. We'll see you next week.
And today you're listening, and you're now the 3,032nd listener. No.
Today, congratulations. You are listening to our show, and that's yet again the reward. That was legitimately a very creative way to build a tower using school supplies. I was expecting to say like rulers and construction paper.
Not with Chris.
You'll
Never know what you're going to get from me. I'm basically freestyle rapper of school supplies.
DJ, good beard, big heart.
He's very adept at crayons.
You get a pencil, you get erasers, and then you make them into sand. That's not a rap at all.
The end.